Hi, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast.
Oh, yes, she.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down.
Oh, yes, she.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down.
Oh, yes, she.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down.
Oh, yes, she.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down.
Oh, yes, she.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down.
Oh, yes, she.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down soon.
Oh, yes, she.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down.
Oh, yes, she does. You need to get your drink on. There is no other way for human beings to procreate. Not after 6,000 years of yeast cultivation-based mating rituals.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down.
You think she really needs more of that after a man died at sea? What if I told you it is actually possible to go on a date sober? Before recorded history, men and women were able to do simple, very primitive things together sober. Acknowledge the situation and keep it basic.
I have, and I don't really. Just a walk? I don't know, officer. I would not have taken you for an innocent perambulator. Where would this walk take us, officer? All right, I will walk with you. But you need to understand that nothing is going to happen. We're just walking. Me too. It's been ages since I just had a normal conversation with one of you guys. All right, I'll go put the kids to bed and we'll meet at Land's End in 15 minutes.
She doesn't wait for an answer. You better get ready. Is there something here that would indicate a sniper? In the distance, you can hear the breakers roar. to warm his hands before he pulled the trigger. There are no markings on the ground for a tripod. He would have had to lie on a mattress. This is simply not a good spot. The salty water has corroded the ladder to nothing but two thin orange rails. In addition, there is no stable nest up there. A smoking assailant who favors Timotiri, Tu Ostra or Duhan, cigarette butts are part of the campfire set. Still, you felt it was important enough to make a mental note. That means something. You didn't pay attention to any of the other cigarette butts. There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, blue from the distance and the air. The light is off on the third floor of the Whirling in Rags. The young woman is gone in precinct 57. The woman gazes steadily at the waves. A sudden gust picks up her dark hair.
Aye, so here you are. It's late and the sun is going down. It'll be dark soon. We stay here. Know that you're not the first guy to bring a girl to Land's End. This is what the locals call a make-out spot. That is not going to happen here today. I just want to make that clear, Dimples.
Her thoughts are still elsewhere, with distances across the water. Across the rusty water, that's La Delta, the financial district. In the mist-covered distance, towers rise as a rebuke to the poverty of this coast.
Drinking men aren't known for keeping their appointments. The world? Those big words men like to throw around as though they had weight. Let's just admire this piece of the world we happen to have in front of us, eh?
As she turns to face the sun, reflected in the waves, and the skyscrapers rising across the bay, the remains of the dying sun are reflected in the waves, and the skyscrapers rising across the bay. Your mind clears for a moment as your senses take it all in. Not just...
Isn't it strange for this all-powerful thing, the sun, to be so generous towards us? You know, the best time to go out fishing is usually towards sunset, when the water is warmer.
The sun also falls on the Capeside tenements and war-torn ruins. An old sea fortress juts out, seemingly impervious to the sheen cast over everything else, shaking you out of your reverie. The sun does little for the dead, and those hopelessly lost in their own mind, or people living in desert climates with sparse vegetation and little drinking water.
Oh, that was a bit of pride and a bit of superstition. Now you're just nitpicking. But I concede. Maybe desert people sometimes disagree.
There's salt in the air, and the cries of the gulls and the skuas, grit of the sand and the green glint of broken bottles. But still your gaze always returns to the dazzling streaks of light, wherever.
It's bringing us spring, summer. It's entirely on our side, no matter what we do or who we are, for absolutely no reason. It's unlike no other powerful being, certainly no powerful organization or government. How can that be? I guess we wouldn't really be here if that thing wasn't on our team. It's enough that my fish goes there. 50 real a piece they ask for spring cod. These aren't real fish hooks, silly. They're earrings shaped to look like fish hooks. A drunk called Rosemary brought them to me. I kept them.
She's right. They're made mostly of plastic. A cheap novelty gift you can buy from a flower shop or a kiosk. The wind ruffles her hair, silver-streaked in the moonlight.
Thank you. I'm half Ubi. My mother was from Ubi Sunt. Not a lot of sun there, I hear. Though
The wind ruffles her hair, silver-streaked in the moonlight.
It didn't suck. I'll let you get back to your business now. Twins probably found a landmine by now.
As she walks off, the wind picks up, and the light from the sun seems to fade.
I see you haven't left our little Martinez yet. Still running around. Like some kind of cross-country law official. Hi. I guess you do. What's on your mind, officer? Oh? Who? Well, how can I... You're back. Good. What can I help you with at this late hour? Matter of fact, I don't. Of course. That's what I'm here for. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforced. Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM Act. The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital. There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps yet. On the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not Fans. The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell. They called it the International Zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. So permit me to conclude with this. Who you are to me is the police, the only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol. And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else? Of course. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. Of course. Of course.
Don't tell her you've met Everard right away. There's time. She's not even asking you anything.
Of course, Detective.
It's getting cold, this late in the night. Time to... On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough... On the table, you see a bowl of water. On the table, you see a bowl of water. Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, the sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath, they feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just... The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you almost look like a professional. The beardless nature of your cheeks makes the expression seem even more like a terrifying. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place. It's too late. An old mirror hangs on the wall. Like the rest. An old mirror hangs on the wall. It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that if it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression. Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic. The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Le Million's regional mech. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because unlike Guillaume Le Million, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed. Not really. OO must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return. An old mirror hangs on the wall. An old mirror hangs on the wall. It's too late. An old mirror hangs on the wall. It's too late. An old mirror hangs on the wall. It's too. An old mirror hangs on the wall. It's too. An old mirror hangs on the wall. It's too. An old mirror hangs on the wall. It's too. An old mirror hangs on the wall. It's too. An old mirror hangs on the wall. It's too late. An old mirror hangs on the wall. It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary. The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest. Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all the...
Recorded in you. Forever.
On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time. The last.
It's the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you can never forget this shit.
Beautiful. It's stuck on.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, A ceaseless agent.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you.
For the working class. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some... There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
'Cause only love can break your... Beep, beep, beep! The alarm is ringing, Harry! The disco circus goes on and on! You barely slept 3 hours
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the city. Go. Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you. It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite. Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting... Oh, sure. You've been making progress on your case, interviewing people, solving side tasks. But who's focusing on the big questions? You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité. The most awesome, terrible thing. It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many different organizations, agencies, offices, and portfolios. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for like a committee. Only the most even... Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start. Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Rivershaw. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise to assign it among yourselves. Good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated.
Yes? Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps, I'm not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops might have been a better idea. They sort of seem to cover up either way. Good on you. You were saying? I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very subject. If you ask me, it's high time for you to set aside these frivolous side tasks and focus 100% of your energies on the case before us. Why are you pronouncing it like you are a coalition bureaucrat? You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for? Ah, now I understand. Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility? Fascinating. And here I believed your recent turn towards moralism was just an act. In any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under the moral intern's umbrella, but I'm certainly not qualified to serve on any committee. If you are serious about this, you might keep your eyes out for any coalition officials we might happen to run across. Now, was there anything else? Yes? What do you want to know? You mean like 3 days ago, during that day, class year, there's a strong prejudice against... Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer. Good.
This is it, the scene of the party. The fire pit, cigarettes, and empty bottles, all evidence, not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene. Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chalk.
Looks like it. Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Somehow, he doesn't want to dwell on it. Banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking. It must be cold and lonely down there. The seawater has already started to corrode. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
It appears to be so. I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the... Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea. The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it. The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday. Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside. I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes... The hinges creak under your weight. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea. Spit flies from your mouth, spraying your chest and landing. The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away.
That's right. Just keep at it. It will come to you.
He's gloating at you. Oh, it's so easy for Mr. Teacher. With his lips puckered, the lieutenant lets out a beautiful, melodic trill. You hear the sound echo on the large body of water. Clouds race across the spring sky, and so the clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
I'm pretty sure I told you already, didn't I? My dad and mom are both half Seolite.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for? A precinct, yes. A police precinct. Precinct 41, your precinct.
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most... No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across the canal. Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point. I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off. That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this. Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses. There is also a fourth thing you've lost. More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
Yes, let's go.
Cleaning out the rooms. What if you didn't lose your memory? What if something in Martinez came and stored it all away? A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
At least something good came out of all this.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information. And you see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number. The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old. No good choice. A newer photo would look different. 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking. What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Harrier, that's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not. The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Lieutenant W. Freighter. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. The title of Yefreitor is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, Captain. You have declined twice, thus you're double Yefreitor. There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens' militia. It means counting down to twos. The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings. Kings like satellite officers and the additional Yefreitor rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, it matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it. Such a small yet precious thing, expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure. 4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant Double Yefreitor. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well.
A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you, of that you are sure.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st is... it's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but...
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again...
But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
And you? Is it an honor to work with you? Don't ask him, ask yourself. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. Large letters on the front form a title, Wirral. The colorful box is illustrated with bucolic vistas. Text underneath the title in smaller typeface reads, 3rd edition, Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel adds, a sword and sorcery adventure board game with new maps and miniatures. Mysterious things rattle inside. What could they be? Dice? Plastic? None of that witless man from Heimdall, fascist dross. Hidden behind faux realistic allegory, Wirral is no cliché-ridden apologia for colonial violence. Wirral is, yes, the Wirral setting is known for its complicated system of political alignments. But if you're not into that, you can just hack your way through dungeons in search of loot. That's what most people do. A blurb on the back reads, tired of the tedium and toil of modern life? Escape to Wirral. Leave behind e-solas and nations with their petty squabbles. Discard electricity, magnets, and boring technological widgets. Succumb to a world of high pasternal fantastique. Unleash your imagination and create an adventure of endless possibilities. Discover the terrible. Exactly. That's the spirit. All you have to do is read an intricate rulebook, study an assortment of maps. In no time, you could be romping through grasslands with low-level characters, hunted by Iskala riders, or battling unspeakable monsters in endless dungeons fraught with. Don't forget heated arguments escalate into physical confrontation with your. And most importantly, never forget to rage quit if the dice don't go your way. You pry open the box. Inside you find a folded up map, a small booklet, a 24-sided die, and a little plastic figure. A reprint of a crude hand-drawn map. The top left corner reads, Lands of Wirral. The map features both small villages and mid-sized towns with odd names. In addition, it doesn't seem to correspond with anything you've seen thus far. It's not a very helpful. A quick guide to the magical races of Wirral. The options are in order of importance. The Welkin, the Tweog, the humans, the fairy folk. The Welkin, tall, lithe, and graceful, with long flowing hair and pointy ears. They're known for being powerful magic users. The Welkin come with a variety of exciting sub-races. High Welkin, for a grand race of industrious mountain people. They're short, stout, and muscular, and enjoy digging for gold and other precious mineral. The Tweog also come in a few different sub-races. Hill Tweog, Shield, they're just humans. What else is there to tell? They're average in all stats, and jacks of all a very small race of flying people, known for being mischievous, full of trickery. They often lure people into their magical traps. There are no sub-races. The least popular of the Wirral races, the Pygmies, are short, rotund, and dim-witted. Pygmies live in small villages made of shoddy wooden dwellings. They spend most of their days tilling the earth and smoking their pipes. There are no sub-races for the Pygmies. It's made from some sort of wood and has been decorated with peculiar plant motifs. You place the die into your pocket. It's always good to have luck on your side. You see a man in ragged clothes wearing a lopsided hat.
Interesting. A communard. A communard, one of the leftist revolutionaries in the anti-centennial revolution. The figurine is not a part of the rural game setting. I guess someone misplaced it during the packaging process. Good luck finding people who'd want to play as communard.
You pick the figurine up by the base to meet your gaze. The little plastic man stares back at you, his face contorted into a disturbing shout. A colorful box with the title, Wirral. You hold in your hand the colorful primer. The title reads, A Primer for This book will show you the score, get you oriented with those basic concepts you appear to be hazy on. The alphabet. This book will show you the score, get you oriented with those basic concepts you appear to be hazy on. The alphabet. Every page has one word designating one letter of the alphabet with a faded illustration. Most of them are scientific and cultural principles. It goes, of course, obviously, you don't know the alphabet, but never mind. Every page has one word designating one letter of the alphabet, with A is for Azimuth, B is for Boreas, H is for Homeboy, I is for Econ, Q is for Quasar, R, that's it. You know the alphabet now.
Good. I also know the alphabet.
The portal reel is just what you needed. It takes you a moment, but the reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different. No locust. No phasmid either, but still. Your voice echoes on the coast, carried by a gust of...
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case, which I'm not. Right. Anyway, that's for the cryptozoologists to figure out now. We're not cryptozoologists.
A cold gust of air dries your sweaty face, and you look to the dark shadow of the felled building in the distance.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. I doubt it, but I...
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets. This set of soldiers...
You're probably... I think their poverty has been exaggerated. Okay, I don't...
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trap.
This is what the loyalists look like, yes, at first. Then they...
Which ones? Ah, the...
Big men on
Franco-Nigeria.
a long, long time ago. This set of soldiers...
You're probably... I think their poverty has been exaggerated. Okay.
Everything still cool here, officer?
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to think...
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you. Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie. Meskin up.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull.
Nothing like the gratitude.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial.
Good. Okay. And? Completely empty?
No locusts?
That's not ideal, but...
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Of course, more clever.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behove you to tread lightly.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the
Another trip to the Reeds.
Of course we have.
Wait, Morel. He may have a point. We have an obligation to rule out other hypotheses.
You're right, dear. It's a fair point. But what other explanation could there be? Pardon me. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it? Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
A little hooligan. But what would a child want with back?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
Delinquents, my favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you...
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologise, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
Always a pleasure to see an yellow man. I mean, officer. Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly. No problem at all.
Can I help you?
What is this thing?
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.
No, you don't. It's not happening. The whirling doesn't need more sad style. That's one of the styles it can do without right now. It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44. A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke. Okay, yes, it's for some clients. Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard. This is the look of a man who's defeated. He knows he's out of excuses.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to do the damage. The stage is all... You feel a little dizzy. A little...
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. Hands. Where do you put your hands? The stage is... You feel a...
So, are you ready?
The air, the tape clicks into the carousel, and then the music starts. God, a lump's in your throat suddenly.
to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Sanson. Though it once was larger, how the real may rest there, down through the mist there, towards the Seven Sisters, towards those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there in the tiny yacht there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past here. But now you're all alone. None of this matters. At all.
Did you hear that? The most pathetic applause in the world, made of pity, no matter the time of day or how small the audience. This is a pitiful applause. Your words echo in the karaoke mic. They sound sparse. The room...
Quit yelling into the mic!
You hear, or think you hear, uncomfortable shifting around. A bit of laughter, maybe. No one...
I'm gonna unplug the mic now, okay? That's it. I'm unplugging it.
That's it. You're unpowered.
Let's go, officer. These people wouldn't know a good performance if it beat them in the ass.
Again? I can't believe...
Always a pleasure to see officers.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? Very good. Double one universal die for Wirral Untethered.
It feels icy. Just holding this die in your hand sends a jolt of cold down your spine. Through the dark resin.
I'm listening. Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified.
Large letters on the front. You pry open the box. A colorful box with the title, We're Out. Text underneath the title in smaller typeface reads, a colorful box.
Kuno care? No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take—
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
Deny everything, Kuno.
Kuno's not gonna say anything.
Lame. That rings some bells. Could this be connected to Night City, aka the City of Rage?
Oh god, Kuno, no! It's gonna happen now.
Stop it, see. No one's gonna make anyone lame. Kuno—
There's definitely something going on here. You should check out Kuno's shack, the one with the pig's head.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there. Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno. The fuck does this have to do with the Kuno? Kuno doesn't give a shit who she is. Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking act.
The lieutenant takes a quick note.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck do you want with it? Good call, pig. Kuno doesn't...
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a subcase of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well. Oh, I'm not being sarcastic at all. We are making...
When someone says they're not being sarcastic, it's usually a good sign that they're being very sarcastic.
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The Phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was... But what do I know? I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Fuck, does Kuno care? Yeah. Kuno took the bugs, so what?
So it wasn't the Phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
Yeah, well, Kuno's all you got, bitch. They're not pets. Don't you know what locusts are? When they come out of the fucking sky. Fucking descendant shit.
Stop!
You stop. It's like they're night. Locusts are like this huge shadow.
Locusts coming down like a shadow. This must be the night city he mentioned when you asked him where he's been.
Yeah, Locust City. City of Rage. City of...
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
Maybe I am.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno, Kuno.
Kuno made Kuno. Kuno says whatever the fuck he wants. There are no rules here, pig. I fucking say I when I wanna, and Kuno when I wanna. Kuno's free. Kuno's free to fucking...
This is what he sometimes does when things get tense.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in, like, 3 seconds!
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free. Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno! You'll have to take me away!
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. So that's what this is about.
I don't believe you!
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die. The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
He recognizes the name.
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to Guillaume Le Million. Bad news. Guillaume Le Million did not become a cop. In 38, he...
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know. So it was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right?
Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to...
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we? Fine, it's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery.
This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers. No question about that. The trap stands empty amongst the reeds, powdered with snow. No insect sounds or movement around.
Fantastic.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, they're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good, now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
He doesn't want to, but if there is one more cryptozoological runaround, he must force the investigation back on track.
Hello, dear. It's good. Thank you for doing that, dear.
Her smile is weary. Earlier, the...
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him. I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say. Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
I absolutely understand, sweetie. It's for the best, believe me. And thank you for everything you've done for...
Very strange. You get the sense she wouldn't have let you do this, even if you did volunteer. Why?
Different? How? I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all. Everyone is now. It's a strange feeling. I haven't really...
And when a police officer asks?
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not. He's so proud of it. He always tells
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmids exist that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That
I am a queen? An extraordinary witness to grace.
But now, we're both getting old and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong?
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything. He's hiding. These things are tough on him. Matters of love, not violence or deceit. An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the phasmid, hunting it together. Without it, if I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university. Oh, of course it counts for something. But we've had our hard times too. I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived, on our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story...
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start crying and waste more. My point is, the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. And you were right to put your bug chasing days behind you. A true believer. Sometimes I still see it too. The real memory of it.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day, like a benevolent god.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream.
No one can stop you from finding the phasmid.
Okay, it's...
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered. And then a taxi home. It's not so bad. You too, sweetie. Thank you for everything, truly. Even though it...
A waste of time. A dream. A fool's hope. Say her like that. She drives off. The gas engine sputters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside.
We should go to...
Somewhere out there, a kilometer to...
Does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. That fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking... Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate. Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
You're testing Kuno's...
Get lost!
Kuno doesn't...
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint...
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine...
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop...
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
I can tell you who we're not, cop.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary...
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the site.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive. Murder?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youth's blood. There isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're piss and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Oh man, yeah! We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
Probably because of how non-verbal their mode of operation is going to be. It's a threat.
Whoa! Come on, man. We're just talking here. Just words.
Yeah, no need to throw your authority in our faces.
That's right. A way to put them in the little boy's corner.
You want to talk? Let's talk, boys. Ask them.
He liked how you decisively shut down a situation that could have turned into a farce.
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are. We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them. Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be 10.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now? Mm-hmm. What about them? Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message. What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love. To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though, you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 bad...
Yes? What is? What are you implying? I'm not sure I understand you, detective. Neither. Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements. Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you? That ride is...
Hey, piss...
No. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls. Use that. Suggest they're massive skulls. Come on.
What? No! Skulls don't have kings. I think. And
yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Prospect must be a hierarchical term, probably in the lower end.
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls. You're destined to go far.
He gets it. Passive.
Shut the fuck up! Are you trying to get us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
You got it. No need for cruelty.
Oh, man. Okay, I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid.
Fuck.
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you. I already am expressing my...
I'm not. I don't have a jacket anymore.
Good. I wanted you not to express yours.
Cold-hearted cop.
The need will not arise.
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with his written on his back, it'd just be an individual that has taken a liking to you, right?
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
You finally made it, haven't you? People point fingers at you and whisper, where did that man get such a cool jacket? Did he receive it upon graduating the École Normale Supérieure de Badasserie? Is he dangerous? You are very dangerous, my friend. Dangerous and cool. In fact, no one dares to say...
Yes?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and as you tap on the gauge...
Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Yes. The armor was produced by... It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interest of Oranese Pharmaceutical Company. So, it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued. Yes, that is the most recent name the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP. And the one before it was Downwell. I also have one called Sediment, but I think that might be a different contractor. No, they work called Sediment. And somatosensor, it seems. All that during the last 9 years.
Armor like this isn't mass-produced. It would have probably been fitted. Perhaps there's a record of who signed for this particular suit of armor.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it.
This is a fun challenge for her, an opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM.
Glad to help. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more for you then. Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over. Roger that, 10-10.
Looking for something on?
The tear machine stand. Your bottles clunk.
Is this about the question?
A lorry, the smell of... There's something odd about the passengers. Voila! A stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric.
Bonne prise.
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting on there. Hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881. High above the mass of brown and red roofs, that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. To Kuron, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work. While this municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of no storm will ever drown Revachol, the great solution to the riddle of history. The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of Motorway 881. These service tunnels were probably used during the construction of the foundation, but it looks like the smugglers have infiltrated the road network belonging to East Motor Tract.
So it would seem. The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them. Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it. The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes, but really they're just with cool names like La Puta Madre and Aura Masta. It's a dark parody. It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is a brave man for saying Madre's name without the winces and whispers that usually accompany it.
Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick this up later.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by, and the you close the rusty